Hi, my name's Ellie. Welcome to my channel. Today we are doing my yellow look. I have some options. We're probably gonna try yellow blush. I'm very nervous about it, which means I toned down the colors in the other part of it. So, this is my little section. Let's talk about what they are and get real nervous about dipping my fingers in them. It ended up being a lot of Cliana, because I have a lot of Cliana and they have a lot of good singles. This kind of ended up as playing in singles time. So this is Klondike Gold Rush from Cliana. So that's going to be inner corner. I have two fancy multichromes for my lid. I have the hybrid ornamental for the inner half, and put that back down there very carefully. Chalice. Oh, maybe Chalice. Chalice is a hybrid. That was a glitter. This is for the outer half. And then I wanted to do my crease generally using these two. So this is Parchment from Cliana, and this is Paper Tiger from ColourPop. I assumed they'd make a nice mustardy kind of blown out crease. If I want to pull more yellow in, and what I'm intending to use for blush is this bright ass yellow, E4. I think it's going to have enough pigmentation to potentially show up but still blend out nicely. Very nervous about it. Depending on how that goes, we will maybe put on First Light all over the middle of my face as glitter fun. That's from Dear Katie Brown. And then highlighter will be Vanilla Quartz from Becca. And then I think I'm doing Dread from from Anastasia Beverly Hills for my lip. I have kind of a mustardy plan. I feel like, not that I'm not going gold, but when people do their yellow looks, they tend to go very sunshine yellow, and I wanted to do something a little less. So let's just start putting shit on my face, starting with Paper Tiger. And yeah, it's later in the day, so you can't see me as well, but I opened up some windows to get some extra side and back light. It's a day. I spent a lot of yesterday working on my shirt, which is technically finished, but I'm not happy with. Turns out I hate doing the edges on things, and I fucked up doing the bottom hem. When you're adding, like, finishing a hem and rolling it, the part that is going over it, like the second piece you're adding to cover the free edge, you're supposed to pull more tightly than the edge, at least on knits, in order to stop it from being wonky. I did the opposite and pulled the shirt more tightly than the piece I was adding, so it's a really weird, wonky kind of ruffle hem. And we're just gonna I'm gonna cut it off and add a bigger piece to cover the loss fabric, and it'll be fine. That's my plan. Yeah, but there was a lot of doing something, like pinning it and setting it up and being like, I don't like that. Taking all the pins out, doing it again. Looking at it, being like, am I sure I did this right? Because I had already fucked up the bottom, and I'm like, okay, am I doing this right? Am I planning enough? Then having like, what if I try this strategy? And then not committing to the strategy because I'm like, if I'm wrong, I'm fucking up this shirt even more. Even though it's a practice shirt, it is just like a proof of concept thing. If I wanted to see if I could take one of the tank tops I liked and turn it into a pattern for making other tank tops that I would also like, because I could just buy some fabric, you know, here and there, and make shirts that I know fit me in a way I like and hang nicely. But I got all into, no, I made it, it works, it is going to potentially be a wearable shirt, so I have to make it perfect. Okay, I think that's enough base mustard, do a quick little edge blend, and then pick up some of parchment to smooth out those edges. I could potentially make Paper Tiger a nice smooth blend. If I put some effort into it, but this is easier and a good use for these light shades. Because I like parchment. It's just a touch too light to be its own crease shade, unless I was doing a very neutral look. But it is good for smudging out the edges and kind of mix and matching to change the tone and or get just a little bit smoother of a blown out look. And since it's a good mustard color, we're going to use it on the mustard look. Okay, so that was me going into a combination of Paper Tiger and parchment to blow stuff out. And then going back over it with Paper Tiger to make sure it didn't get too muted and it was still kind of mustardy. Who knows if it went according to plan. Okay, now the danger part of putting these glitters on with my finger, because I know that's the best way to get them on, but it still freaks me out. So we're going with the darker one, which I think is Chalice. Which, like, it's gorgeous. The gold multi-chromes in Cleana's collection, there's a couple of them in, you know, kind of mid-toned, kind of more bronzy leaning. I have a couple of them in the glitter format, and they're so nice. They're so approachable. They are very easy. Just kind of pop it on, put something in the crease, and you've got a gorgeous, textured, complicated look. So, and then since I always go up high, I end up kind of smudging it over, and we'll blend it out in a second. But yeah, that as a simple 1 to 2 shadow look is very easy. And then ornamental is lighter, so we're just going to pop that on that inner third. Not that Chalice couldn't have gone all the way in and been a nice, pretty look anyway. Just trying to add some dimension and do something other than just a straight up gold look, which that's the other thing I think I see people doing when they're doing like a yellow look, is they do a very gold look, which I did technically do. Or they do a very sunshine yellow look. A very bright look, which we're going to put on the cheeks. And then, depending on what I do next week, I still have like a really nice muted, oh, that's so pretty together. Stop. I'm going to put Klondike on the inner corner, and then we can buff over the crease and make decisions about the rest of my face. But I do have a chunk of like muted colors that I picked out, parchment being one of them, gold rush being another, of really nice kind of muted gold tones that I have from various collections from Cleana, that I was like, oh, I could do like a nice little like mustardy neutral shade, because I feel like I do a lot of colorful things because the color is fun when I get these combinations from Cliana Cosmetics, but they have some really gorgeous neutrals too. And I thought it was a good idea to showcase them, and then I didn't do it. Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. For me. It's very pretty for me. Might not be your cup of tea. Okay. Eyeshadow is on and looking pretty darn good. Time to do bronzer, and then, oh god, we have to do yellow blush. I'm so nervous. What if I hate it? What if I absolutely hate it? Like, that's one of the reasons I haven't bought a yellow blush. I see them, I see people wearing them, and it looks really cool, and I haven't decided if I'm going to like it or not. Like, there are certain things I just don't like on myself. Winged liner, 9 times out of 10, I don't like how it looks on my face. Contour. Either I'm not doing it right, or I don't like it. I don't know which one it is. Like, I can put it there and it'll look alright, but it still looks kind of weird. Probably because I'm not doing it right, or I'm not used to seeing myself with it. And there's a thin line of, I'm not going to like this on me, versus I need to wear it a bunch to see if I can adjust to it. But sometimes you wear it a bunch and you still don't like it. Like, I had a whole little spiel of trying to do winged liner once a week so I could get used to how it looked and get better at applying it, and that's why this is not really showing up. I never knocked off the excess powder on my face, so. We're gonna do all of my bronzer again, because I don't think it really stuck. And we're just gonna real quick put the mascara in my bra like I meant to a while ago and hope that it warms up between now and when I'm supposed to put it on my face. So this is a mess, but the eyes are pretty. Oh, there we go. That looks like bronzer. It's still weirdly lit because I'm not used to being side lit and not just like turning over to the window, but that's rude. Then you guys can't see. And I'll turn at the end so we can do a little spiel of seeing directly lit face. Yeah, so sometimes I can get the angle on like a elongated kind of cat eye shape, but even then I end up liking it with eyeshadow more than like with a wing. So the skills of building your eyeshadow to go with a wing are important for me to practice. The actual wing I don't generally end up liking, so I'll probably just experiment with angular shapes and not with adding liner. Also, I think I got rid of all my liner. I wasn't using any of it, and all I had was like samples from different, stop that, get out of there. From different subscription boxes. So they were all kind of old and I wasn't using them, so I threw them out. I was going to use them for like drawing stuff on my face. I'm like, these are very old. And I don't even know which one I like because I don't use them. And I don't know which one's newer, which one's... I don't know anything about them. And I kept telling myself, oh, you'll use it eventually. Just keep it there, cluttering up your desk, and you'll use it eventually. No. I have learned I am not that susceptible to the, oh, put it out where you can see it and you'll use it more, because unless I set a goal or something like that, I still have enough stuff on my makeup area that one small thing that I haven't made a decision to use as whatever day in, day out, like a bronzer. This is always going to be the bronzer I'm panning or trying to work on being out here. So if I put another bronzer being like, I want to use it sometimes, I'm not going to touch it. Oh, danger part. Oh, danger part. I'm going to go with this one because it's kind of fluffy and it's the right shape for everything. And just... oh, everything's dangerous. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I'm doing it right. That's the other problem. I'm gonna do the bronzer blending trick. I really don't know. I don't know if it's that it's the wrong shade, or I've used more of a mustard, but I also don't want it to be too dark. I'm gonna go dangerous and just pick up a little bit of Paper Tiger and like pop it back here. Try to blend the crap out of it since it is eyeshadow and not actual blush. Or am I doing something in shadow that I shouldn't? I really need to try that fucking yellow blush, but I don't know if it'd be any better. Because I've seen people talk about using it as an eyeshadow too, so maybe it's very pigmented. Maybe it needs to be very pigmented for it to show up as a yellow blush at all. Maybe it'll be too pigmented. Like I don't know what I want. I don't know. It's growing on me. I don't know. Nobody knows. But now is the time to try all the shit that you were curious about, because most people aren't going anywhere, and if you don't like it, you don't have to post a picture of it. Hopefully I'll decide by the end of brows whether or not I like it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe brows will make it tie into my face. I feel like highlighter's gonna do that. Highlighter's gonna make it more how I'm expecting my face to look. Keeping the brows a little more chill since the eye is a bit more neutral and less dramatic. Don't even think we really have to add the pencil today. I think that's enough chill. Oh, so part of what I decided to try and do during my quarantine is work on my splits. I used to be really close to being able to do the splits when I was doing Taekwondo, and then I stopped practicing it. Like, I still did regular stretches whenever I was working out, but I wasn't, like, stretching with the purpose of trying to get to the splits, which I'm kind of doing again. Not kind of, definitely doing again. And I'm very proud of myself. It's not there yet. I'm hoping to get to, like, can sit comfortably in the splits without pain or pressure or anything. Can just do them without worry. Like, the way I do the butterfly stretch. Like, it doesn't hurt. It's not tight. It's not something that I'm worried about being in it too long is going to injure myself. I want to get to a casual split. And I'm getting further into my straddle split, but when I was doing my scissor split stretch, I actually got my calf to touch down, because normally I'm on like my heels and like my knees back behind me, and my calf is off the ground depending on how high the angle is up off the ground. I got the back of my calf to touch the ground. I'm very proud of myself. All of you flexible people, yoga people, gymnasts, and all are going to be like, that's nothing. I'm like, but it's something compared to what I was doing, and I'm excited about it. So, let's put on some, vanilla quartz highlighter and hit itty bitty pan that you can't see. Well, once I put some more on my face, we'll be fine. The other options, I didn't pick up enough of the yellow. I'm kind of hoping yellow becomes the next just casual blush color, because I'm sure throughout the years, like pink or peach or purple or red, those were all blush colors that were non-traditional at some point or uncommon. And maybe yellow is just the next one that we need to do to make it a, oh yeah, you know, back in the 20s, yellow blush was a big thing, but now it's just one of the colors people bring out. So, there you can see. There's the pan. Okay. Oh, next week we might do, nope, lost my thought. My Shroud Cosmetics Arcana palette came and I really want to play with it. But I don't know if I should do, well again, I don't have to set restrictions on myself, but I'm going to, because that's what I'm good at. I'm deciding if I want to do like a week of one palette looks from new palettes. So I could use that one, I could use the Jackie Aina, the Kylie Bible, those are all kind of still new to myself. That would just end up as ABH week, which we could do ABH week. Or if I wanted to do, like, indie palettes with the Arcana and, like, Give Me Glow and Cliana bundles, and I'm sure I have other indie brands. Yes, the Igneous Cosmetics and stuff like that. I don't know yet. Yeah, I can't tell. With the highlighter over it, it just looks like a very yellow highlight, which I'm not mad about. Just letting myself adjust. But I also don't think I wanted it to be darker. I don't know if I should have maybe used more yellow, or if I get too ease myself into it. I feel like some people, when they do the yellow blush, they don't do a lot of bronzer or anything in the back. They just kind of do, like, pops, like little lemons on their cheeks, which is very cute. It's very cute. I wish I was that awesome. Maybe I'll have to do, like, a Imigari look. Like a sunshiny yellow, the one I said I wasn't gonna do. Who knows? You think I would, but I don't. We will see what happens when I put the stuff on my face. Ooh. Yeah, the eye look is looking less yellow and more just muted gold look. Still, gold is a shade of yellow, so it counts. And doing monochromatic or color themed looks does not have to be avant-garde and out of the box. I feel like it's become more of just I look in my collection, see what colors I have in that, or what shadows I have in that color, and I'm like, ooh, what do I want to do with these? Then specifically planning to like have a color or a look in mind and then go find the colors. It does do. Oh no. I did realize that since I'm binge watching Schitt's Creek, I'm not paying attention to what time in the world it's supposed to be, and I was like, oh, they've done all this, and this, and I was like, I'm in season 3, so in theory, this family has been in the town for 3 years now. Of course they're starting to do this, that, and go through all this other stuff. Like, it makes sense now. So, dread. I have a lot of lip balm on, so it's having trouble sticking, which is fine, because I put a lot of lip balm on. Okay, so we're going to take the hair down. We're going to look and show you it with some front light. And then we will decide if we're doing glitter all over my face or not. I don't think glitter would technically match how much of the other stuff we're doing. Yeah, my hair is not behaving. It's the worst. Yeah, it just kind of looks like I don't have blush on and that I got highlighter too far down. Maybe I need to add more. Or cover it up with glitter. I don't think we're doing glitter. I think we'll leave it as this. I might pop some more just kind of on the apples. But I'm gonna fuss with it. See, like, that's the color of what I knocked off. But this is my yellow look. The glitter is really nice on the lid, in my opinion. I do really like mustard around my blue eyes. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for watching. I'll go make some adjustments and post an Instagram pic. Oh. Scratch my eye. Not my eye, my lower lash line. Don't scratch your eye. That's not a good idea. Oh, yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow for green.